Are the Browns still in the market for another pass rusher? I know, right? They signed Jadeveon Clowney, they signed Takk McKinley. It would seem almost overkill, but considering that Takk had his injury issues last year, Jadeveon Clowney has a long list of injury issues, would it hurt to bring in another name, another potential guy who can be really productive at that end position? And also you have to ask yourself the question of who would that guy be and how would that change given that that guy's going to have the cushion of Takk and Jadeveon in front of him, that they're going to be allowed to grow more. And that puts the Browns in an interesting position where more pass rushing options actually become available to them because they have that extra depth. And one of the options I think is very interesting is OJULARI out of Georgia. We're going to talk about him, what he could bring to this team, and if the Browns should consider him at 26. But before I do that, I want to make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you can be notified. Also, so you don't miss out on the day 1 and day 2 of the draft live watch-alongs I'm going to be doing on this channel. Come watch the draft with me, watch me react, watch me break it down, watch me analyze, and all the things that come in between when it comes to watching the NFL draft. Come check it out with me on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're notified so you don't miss a single thing. Also, I got to give a shout out to the patreon.com dog check tier members. And as always, I start with Michael Matique, the most dangerous man in Cleveland, DJ Marino V, Cleveland Cart, Matt H, Greedy Shoulder, Gemini, Liam Freeman, Fight Dirty 74, Yo, Matt Lloyd, Paul Wilcox, Hundo, Magnifico, Rob Ferron, Kyle Stouffer, Lukey from Munich, Deveroff, J Guy 101, Musty Taco, Joe Bobby, Brad Cabo, Dylon W, James McGinty, Arinda Hall, Rex Kaufman, Chad Gimme, David Maldonado, Andrew Sadeo, Dylan Hill, Josh Bendor, Jalil Salim Jr., Martha Crustnut, Mark M, TJ Showman, Stuart Moore, Bubba Regretti, Anthony O, Cleveland BCI, Robert Jermaine Jr., Dave Mike May, John Cummings, Andrew Hirsch, Curtis Bear, Batman Rush Sharir, Barack Kumar, John Albert, Beerman 069, Masayua, Buds of Roland, James Nemo, Mac House, Reeve Hurst, Philip Wilcoxon, Marie Vibert, Keith Anderson, Sean Barron, Goggles Bizano, Corporal Nick Lopez, Don Godzillo, Nick Nasty, Ian Williker, Colin 216, Anthony Latham, Christian Madbon, Dave Strong, Michael Stone, Soul Train, Charles Work, Billy, Michael Holdenack, Moose Gentry, Austin Z, Mark Burnett II, Andre Griffin, Otis Wolf, IT Rex, Greg Ehlers, Austin Boland, Kirkabard, Jesus Serrano, Chris Fawn, Pickdown, Browns Backers, Mark Kahn, Johan Hulf, Kevin Johnson, Max Aldojo, and Water Bear Marketing. Again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Now, let's talk about OJULARI and if he can help the Cleveland Browns. All right, guys, we're in the film room. We're going to break down AZEEZ OJULARI out of Georgia, number 13. And he's a interesting prospect. I think he has a lot of traits, a lot of tools. Now, one of the things with AZEEZ is that he's not the world's biggest end. Like, he's not going to come off looking huge on tape. He's bigger than what it seems like because mainly Georgia plays with a ton of big dudes on the inside. Like, these guys are massive that they have on the inside. And also he's going up against Alabama. He's what, 6'2", 249. That's what he measured in at his pro day. So he has decent size. He has great length. I think he has long arms with 34.5-inch arms. I mean, he uses that length well, but we're going to jump into the film and start to break down why it is that somebody would like or would not like AZEEZ OJULARI. So let's roll the film. This game is against Alabama. You're going to see him lined up there right over the SEC logo. And yeah, one of the things you see, right? Everything you need to know about AZEEZ OJULARI is right here. You see the quick hands and then the burst to get to the quarterback and force an error, right? Another thing that I've noticed while watching AZEEZ, especially in this game here against Alabama, is this dude's sturdy and much stronger than his build would suggest. I remember we were watching Zaven Collins film on this channel, and I remember saying Zaven sometimes does not play as strong as he looks on tape. AZEEZ does not look as strong as he is, but it is very evident that he's strong. I want you to watch this guard, right? 65. This is a big old boy. He's like 350, and he's going to pull right to where AZEEZ is. AZEEZ is lined up here. And I want you guys to see how AZEEZ just eats this block without losing ground. Most guys would be on the turf if a guy that big ran at him. But look how AZEEZ eats it, keeps his ground. Now, he didn't win that block. It's almost impossible to win it, but it's about as good as you can do. And that's strength right there. That's strong. And there are times where he does win it when they pull that guard off. Like, they're going to do it again on this next clip, right? You're going to see big number 55 sprint out there right at AZEEZ, right? And so 55 right here, he going to hog his big old booty right at AZEEZ. And AZEEZ is going to be able to kind of hold his own there. And I think he makes a play on this one. Let me see. Yeah, see, he barrels in that right shoulder and then kind of closes up this hole, or at least helps close up this hole, because that guard wasn't able to get the separation necessary for that tight end to squeeze in through and clear a lane out for Najee Harris. So Najee got to go the other way, right? Got to cut around. It's not there. They make a play. And all that is possible because this guard on the pool was not able to move AZEEZ, because AZEEZ is much stronger than you would think. Look at that. That man has at least, what, almost 100 pounds on AZEEZ. And AZEEZ just strong backs him, right? Almost sticks him up and moves him back a little bit. That's impressive. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that with him. There's another play right here where he actually takes the guard on a pull and then makes a play here, right? You're going to see big number 55 again, squirt his big booty out there. And then he's going to come straight at AZEEZ, who's standing up at this kind of end position. And you're going to see AZEEZ do it again, right? He's going to stand him up, and I think he's going to be able to disengage with him to make a play in the run game. And this is why, look, he's not a polished run defender yet, but this is why I really have a belief that he can become a good run defender in the NFL, despite not having like ideal run defending size, right? It's because he can barrel in, hold his own, and then engage. That is a man who does not shy away from contact. And that's sometimes what you need. Also, the length is something that's going to help him in the NFL. Another thing, or another trait that people, sometimes they talk about, sometimes they don't, about AZEEZ. But look, he uses the length. He gets kind of locked out here, but it ain't no problem. He's long enough to kind of bat that down, still make a play if he needs to. Now, one of the things you saw there that sometimes becomes an issue with AZEEZ is that he really right now has one, I would say, great pass rush move, right? It's kind of a long arm, and then, you know, with the offhand, he kind of does a slap, it disengages, and then gets to the quarterback, right? So it's a long arm, disengage, get to the quarterback. And this is what he'll normally do. And again, shout out to Vach, because Vach did a really good breakdown. Vach Lombardi, subscribe to him, of how AZEEZ really does get his sack. So if you want more detail about that, please check out Vach's channel. But sometimes when he does that, he gets kind of caught. Sometimes if a lineman has quick hands, he can get his hands in his chest and kind of control him. And again, since AZEEZ isn't the biggest guy, he can get moved around a little bit once he loses a little leverage, and then he gets kind of pushed out the play there. So that's what you kind of worry about. He needs to develop more moves, but the fact that he does that one move, and you'll see it later on, like there's a ton of plays I have in here of him doing the long arm, disengage, get to the quarterback move. You'll see that a ton if you watch any AZEEZ OJULARI. He does that well. You just hope that he can develop 2 or 3 more moves that he can do just as well. And I know right now everybody is talking about Kwity Paye as the premier run defender, and that's true. He is a much better run defender right now than AZEEZ OJULARI is, but I think the potential is definitely there. Look at him this play. He just kind of sticks where he needs to, stops the run there. And you're going to see here what I'm talking about, where he just has hands, strength, right? Long arm, slap off, and then just force his way to the quarterback. And he is vicious. He's relentless. He is relentless, right? I talk about unstoppable toddler energy. When I talk about Takk McKinley, AZEEZ has that unstoppable toddler energy, and it just overwhelms dudes late in games, especially. So that's also something that you have to think about when you're bringing in AZEEZ, is that he has a great motor. Now, this is something I would like to see more of in a more refined way. AZEEZ being able to kind of do this dip, rip, and bend move. This is like a trademark of Myles Garrett. You know, you guys know if this were Myles Garrett, 1-2, Myles will already be underneath the armpit of 65 right here and on his way to the quarterback. Now, Myles has bend that not a lot of guys at the position have, so I can't expect him to, but you would like to see him just kind of have a more technically refined dip and bend move than this, right, where he kind of just gets locked out, doesn't really get a great angle, still almost gets there, gets held egregiously. That's why I say the potential is there, because he has the ball get off to be able to have a really good dip and rip move if he wanted to, because look how far off the line he is than everybody else. That tackle ain't even moved yet. So he could not do the whole Miles thing, but do a similar version of Miles's thing to where he knows that if he got that good of a get off, he don't even got to mess around with the long arm, try to get the hands off the tackle. He can just go right into his shoulder and go underneath him and get to the quarterback. Now, again, he almost got there and he forced the interception basically. But, there's things he can improve. And this is why I don't get why somebody would want to take like a Jason Owa. Because when you look at Kwity Paye and you look at AZEEZ, like, yes, they're trait guys, but they have a floor that is acceptable, that you like. This is another play here. This is versus Cincinnati. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. This tackle right here for Cincinnati, this is their backup tackle. And boy, you can tell because right when he got in the game, it was over for Cincinnati. You're going to look at this. This is just going to show you how explosive his hands are and how good he is if he's able to land that move, right? Long arm. You see what I'm talking about? Long arm, slap, get to the quarterback. It's almost unfair. It's like watching Devonta Smith run routes on Sean Wade. Like, it's just like, get off me. I'm gone. Ha. Here come the ball. And that's a strip sack, right? There's really nothing 51 could do because he has nor the hand speed or the feet to keep up with the ball get off and the physicality of this slap that he's going to give him, right? Long slap, got to the quarterback. So AZEEZ, man, he has one hell of a toolkit. You would love to see him do more bendy things, bend the corner a little bit more, but man, his ball get off in his hands, if he can just add one or two things to his game, he's just be nasty, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's go back. I forgot about this one. This is just, if you're not used to watching along the line of scrimmages, right? And I used to be new to this a few years ago too. This is like Kyrie crossing somebody over in basketball. This is the defensive line version of that because look at this. Slap, slap, gone. Even AZEEZ was like, I got him on the ground on that. Oh, get to the quarterback, get the sack. You gotta love it. And then here off a 3-man front, this is just embarrassing for this young man. Look, this tackle, I feel bad for him. He's getting his butt kicked. He don't know what to do. He's trying to just scurry on up back so he don't get beat. It didn't do nothing. It didn't do a single thing. Look. Yeah, this dude should never been in front of AZEEZ OJULARI. This is not fair. This is just fun right here. I want you to watch this tackle. And I want you to see how in a rush he is to haul his butt back so he does not get beat on the outside by AZEEZ, right? He is thirsty to get back there, and it didn't do a single thing. Look. Watch his knees. You see them knees start buckling? Ball gets snapped. He's ready to go. I got him. I'm square with him. I got my feet. AZEEZ hands gone. All right, man. All right. I'm done. Poor guy. But that's AZEEZ OJULARI. Look, he does not have a deep bag. He does not have the most crazy athletic skill set when it comes to just guys who have like incredible bend, dip, or just like speed. But what he does have is an explosive ball get up. He is fast enough to get from point A to point B. And he has showed that he's disciplined enough that once he does learn a move, he's able to use it to perfection. And if you don't believe me, ask this dude how good that move is, right? And ask the SEC how good that move is. He used that move all year. Teams knew about it, couldn't do nothing about it. So does he need to learn more moves? Of course, he's going to have to learn more moves. But does he have enough right now that he could be, a situational pass rusher right now in the NFL? I think so. And I think this is somebody that you can develop, and he could be a real answer next to Myles Garrett. I like AZEEZ OJULARI out of Georgia a lot, especially in the late first round. If he gets to the second round, that's a gem. But that's my kind of quick film breakdown of AZEEZ. Let me know what you think of AZEEZ down in the comment section below. But again, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a good night.